character heroes. We had an interesting fight last time.
It's still happening.
Yeah, well, no, part of that fight's done. You guys had just started to sit down to rest after an encounter with Strahd, and a particular random encounter rolled, and the abbot strolled in with Hisoka, his stunning bride.
Stunning is a good word, but the context is slightly askew between parties.
Well, after some conversations, he was not happy with your plan to kill Strahd, saying you would plunge the land into darkness. And you guys surmised, which I was impressed with, you surmised that he was a Celestial. And after dismissing him outright, he proved that by transforming into... It was a Deva.
What a diva.
Or Deva, I don't remember.
Whatever.
And
I prefer Deva because Diva sounds dumb.
I think it is Deva, but you guys transformed. He transformed into a Deva, and we had a pretty cool fight with him and the bride. And a certain someone used that chaos. Mr. Strahd popped back in and showed you one of his most potent tools, which was grabbing Beishra and pulling him through the floor. It's down 2 levels. And then we rolled another random encounter and got another one. And then Avril was waiting down there. And after a heroic amount of iron will, like
You
5
lost
turns of
anyway.
Iron Will goes so far. Now I'm so tired.
You let me down
after a
so
certain
hard.
amount of that, we finally arrived at the inevitable of Beishra being charmed by the vampire. The vampire phased up through the floor, up to Esmeralda, and then right back into the floor again. And just laughing. You just hear his laughter echoing. So Beishra, I know we talked about this a little bit. Here are your basic ground rules now that you are charmed.
Strahd is a party member. He's another PC to me.
And so is, in this case, so is Avril. Now, Avril, you are not charmed by Avril. What that means is your opinion while you're charmed will not change towards Strahd. And as long as he doesn't hit you, you will stay charmed to him. Like, I was explaining this to them earlier. If Uza stabbed Rosalind once, you would say, whoa, whoa, and you'd interfere and say, what are you doing? If he continued to stab him, you would no longer consider him a friend. You would consider him a threat, right? That's not going to happen with Strahd because you're magically charmed. You are always going to consider him trusted. But that doesn't mean you're going to betray your party just because he told you to, right?
I'm sure he had it coming. I'm sure he had it coming. It's fine. It's fine.
Avril is not the same. Right now, you see Avril as a friend, but depending on what Avril does, that might change. So if Avril starts just attacking your friends unprovoked, you can attack Avril. Just right now, in this spot, you and Avril both have the same goal, which is protect the other party member. So that's the spot that you're at. Other than that, you have freedom to interpret those whichever way you want. The last thing you did was you took a potion of invulnerability.
Invulnerability.
Right?
Yep.
And that gives you for a minute resistance to all damage?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So, I don't know where our initiatives got all sorts of messed up because we went through multiple floors. Hold on, I'm looking. Right, I'm going to type some initiatives because this is still the same big combat. So 16.
Just manually re-adding them.
I'm just typing them.
I'm currently. My fight is currently spread beyond 3 different floors. So tell me when it's my turn and bring me back to where I currently am, if you don't mind.
Please, it's not your fight. It's more your struggle.
I'm getting there.
Don't worry, eventually we'll all be on the same floor for a little bit. Give it a few more rounds.
I had enough movement speed.
Is that a mass grave you're talking about, Derek?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, Jake. At some point tonight, I'm gonna give you that link.
Okay.
Because I don't trust the server searching. Ugh.
Alright.
Okay. So I need to probably pull you all onto the correct page because I think everybody but Esmeralda is. I'll do Esmeralda stuff and I'll do Shield Boy stuff.
For a second, these look like really weird stats. Oh boy, our Bay is 13.
Okay. Do you guys see the turn orders on this page, or are they still messed up?
Twin Chrysors. Yes.
Yeah, sort of.
So everything. Do you see turn order on this page?
I see turn order, but it only has Avril in it.
Same. That's what I see.
Hold on. Oh.
Yes. Double Chrysor.
No.
Hold on.
There's so many shield boys.
Quick! Have our guys from the past come in and help!
I summon all shield boys, come to me!
So just...
Oh, yeah, you guys are actually over there too. Hold on. I'll fix that. I forgot that you guys had originally been on this map already. Who's not on the stairs?
15.
It looks like everybody except the two people who were stuck upstairs. Okay, so let me delete you guys over here because you're not over here anymore.
Yeah, I was still back near where Esmeralda was.
Now you should be exactly where you are right now, because you were at the stairs on the previous page.
I was still right next to where Esmeralda was, because I didn't have a turn yet.
Oh, okay. Well, let me see how far you have to go. No, you would move. I have you on that other map. You had moved up to the steps.
The last thing I remember is I just got out of the hallway with that had the statues in it, along with like Rosalind and everyone else.
Yeah, we were both on the stairs.
Yeah, everybody should be exactly where you are now. If that gives you free movement, cool. Congratulations. Anyway, so the last thing that happened was Uza took his turn, crossed that gap. There's currently a giant chasm at the bottom of which seems like to be pits of fire. And Uza, you just crossed that on your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever comes after Uza, that would be...
Yeah, the turn order is all a 0 for me.
Yeah, you have to... You guys, can you type in manually on yours?
Yeah, but I don't know what mine was. Hold on.
It's in the chat.
It's in the chat.
It's in the chat.
Okay. You were 8. Chrysor was 15.
Right, so he would...
No.
Chrysor synced up with him, so...
Chrysor is...
Esmeralda went to leave. Yeah.
Yeah, Esmeralda...
Took some swings with Strahd or something.
Yeah, and then he to the floor.
Yeah, so he is currently Gonzo. Okay, so that would put it at Shield Boy. Is Shield Boy still running to you, Daisha, right?
Yeah, if the party member that is Strahd is no longer there and you can get around Esmeralda, then yeah, he's gonna keep on coming.
Okay, that's what he's gonna do. He's just gonna clomp his way past.
Clomp, 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 clomp.
Just push us into the fissure.
As Esmeralda, she took her. Alright. You know what? We're gonna do this a way that might break verisimilitude, but I don't particularly care. Everybody's just gonna be on the stairs because that's easier.
It's okay. The castle is now alive and shifted us over here Because I got sick of our shit.
No, we're gonna just put everybody up because that makes my life easier.
Okay,
Because
I summon 10,000 things.
Movement mechanics are imperfect representations of what people are capable of, right? It's just game mechanics. They're not perfect. Esmeralda, I think, was missing 1 hit point. So,
Oh yeah, she was healed. Yeah.
yeah, Esmeralda is missing 1 hit point. Do you remember how many temporary hit points Shield Boy was missing? I think he was at 135.
He couldn't get past what his health is currently. Oh shit! He had like 6 health missing.
It's fine. It's fine. I'll look it up.
Yeah, he had like, I want to say he was at 136 or 135.
136. Sounds good. Okay. So he can't heal past that. Because putting characters on multiple floors was a terrible idea and I shouldn't have done it.
I gotta make sure. Oh, okay, there we go. Okay, mine is still good. Okay. I got my actual max HP in my sheets temporary HP, and my hit point maximum is currently displaying correctly as 144. Okay, good. Good.
Alright, and everybody else should be good. Okay, cool. There we go. We took some maintenance. But we're going to start it at the top of the turn order. Uza, you just crossed the chasm with your movement. Currently, Avril put that chasm up, and then you spent your movement going over top of it. Now, did you want to? I don't know.
Can you sort the turn order? Can you sort the
Okay.
turn order? It's all over the place for me.
Avril doesn't have his number again either.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll figure it
Roll
out.
was back at 13, I believe.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right.
And then Strahd, I need to add his turn because he's still here.
He died off screen. Oh, come on!
He's just T-posing in a wall
While we were
somewhere.
down here, another group of adventurers we just haven't met yet came in and killed him and ran off.
Okay, there we go. So, it was like you went across this chasm, and I believe that was your turn. I don't think you were in a spot to. I don't remember. What did you take an action on your turn?
I counter-charmed. I started singing a tale of countering and charming.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
Don't laugh at me.
So
I choose to imagine you've just stuck your fingers in your ears and you're just whispering na 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 na.
Well, it's also
again.
helpful to you people.
So,
Oh wait, Esmeralda's not on this list either.
That's fine. I'll put her on. She's last on the initiative, so it doesn't actually matter too much. So as you flew over that chasm, you were blasted with a wave of heat. Not enough to cause damage, because you just flew over it pretty quickly, but enough that you suspect being
Don't
near
go
it.
in.
You suspect being near it would not be good.
You don't say.
And going in it seems also not so good.
Don't you tell me what to do.
Avril is holding this symbol up, and it almost looks like it's searing his hand as he does so. This holy symbol with the face of Strahd on it, and he's just saying, "I don't want to fight. Wait." Rosalind.
5, 10, 15, 20. Running on the wall.
Flying dropkick.
25, 30, 35, 40.
Yeah, you have infinite movement. I get you. He's flying. He's flying in the air. You can go right under him. He's not difficult terrain.
50.
We all know that Uza is easy. It's fine.
We don't want to fight you either. We're just trying to save you from Strahd's clutches. He's done something to you. You opened up a pit to what I can only assume is hell. That is not holy. That is not the levy of faith. And I will die.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay, I'll do that. Persuasion.
You fool! Oh, nice.
Success 1. Success number 1, I have question mark.
I hate question marks.
He wavers and you will bet he's... No. He says, no, I'm...
Sorry.
What are you hiding from me? Hold on. Hold on.
You're not hiding anything from me.
Hey, Rosalind. Rosalind.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm really glad that you went before me. I'm so glad. Chrysor was gonna boot his ass into the pit.
Well, I mean,
you still
how
can.
very-
Rosalind would have reluctantly done that if, she did.
Was that what you were going for too? Was that what you were moving around for?
Like, I can't do that this turn because I can't dodge, or I can't dash and then boot him in. But that's my last option. But I'm definitely moving around in case that's the only option I have.
I'm kind of proud of you guys. That's very Bashra-like of you. Just
So
shove
this
them
is-
in.
I do say success 1 of question mark because there is a path to save him, and there is also a path where he must be destroyed.
Yeah, it's called the pit. It's right there. You drew it in red lines. There's the path.
It is Chrysor's turn. Is Chrysor gonna come up and try to boot him in?
Nope.
Chrysler should give
he's-
it persuasion.
The searing attempt on the searing burning on his hand implies to me that he's unable to hold that thing properly. Summon to Hellmouth, like this. If it's burning his hand, then I can't. No, Mr. Chrysler's gonna hold.
Okay. It stays synced with you then?
Yep.
Okay. Alright, Hyacinth.
Hmm.
There's a giant hell pit.
Yeah.
Just jump, it'll be cool.
Yeah, that sure was a hell pit. Oof.
Quick. The shield boy is still technically considered a friend. He's also willing. Make him fly.
If you
What could go wrong?
If you have a 10-foot running start, you can jump equal to a number of feet equal to your strength score.
So 11 feet.
Yes, but that's depending on where you do it. This is about a 15-foot chasm, so if you want to jump further than that, I would let you make an athletics check. But don't fail.
Yeah.
No pressure. No pressure.
The way that would work is that you'd have to fail it by 5 or more to actually fall in.
You know, I think I'm just gonna turn this on, and not worry about it. God, the sounds that I keep hearing, it just sounds like diarrhea happening.
Yes.
Teleport up to 60 feet. All right, so you got to be able to see the spot. So where do you see?
I will scoot next to Rosalind, probably.
Okay. Jump. And then you can teleport bonus action every turn. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
It is concentration though, so when weapons start flying, it could disappear.
I mean, it's a level 5 spell, so
That was a boner action.
that's got to be some sort of good. Okay, so that was your bonus action. Would you like to cast a cantrip?
I
Or would you
will.
like to come up and smacky macky at you?
Yeah. I'm conflicted, but I will ready an action to take shots if I see Strahd pop out.
You can talk to him too if you want to try to persuade him. Rosalind seemed to give him a bit of a twitch. You don't have to persuade either. You can use any relevant skill. Just tell me what tact you're using.
Animal handling. Hand the dog.
Shut up. Well, I could always bring up That feels weird bringing up religion because I'm not part of his faith. But it sure seems like he's struggling with a holy symbol.
I mean, if you wanted to make a religion check and see if you can quote a relevant part of his faith, you can try that.
Yeah, sure.
After all, you were such good friends that you let him die. I'm not bitter.
That does it. That's good.
That's fine.
So-
I went through him off a cliff once. We're still buddies.
That's just roughhousing, you know.
We're
Now,
just
now I
trading-
have to now I have to think of a proverb that would be relevant for this. That's in his religious text.
Yeah, take that.
We're just trading party members. Zach, you have to play Avril now.
Horn whip everybody, sinners, all of you.
Oh no, not the lash. Mike, you made April. What's a good?
Sorry, yeah, I'm thinking. Hold on, I'll get this. I'm give me a second.
Oh, if you wanted to quote, you could quote one that that he actually said to Strahd. Which is
He did a religion check, so basically it's got to be something like.
no,
practically speaking,
if the
some
levy of
actual religious
faith
thing.
if the levy of faith respects order or carries order above all, what is a leader who sows chaos? No true leader. Those were your own words. That is the tenant.
Okay, that's fair.
I like it.
That tenant just got evicted.
That is success. Success too. He stammers. He says, "No, Strahd is the law of this land. Please." On his turn, he winces in pain. This thing on his hand is actually hurting him.
Oof.
That is fire damage that he takes from holding this.
Should have been a forge cleric.
He holds this up. He looks to you, Beisha. He says, "Please, help. Tell your friends. Tell them that the campaign against Strahd it's evil. He is the law." And hold on. Hold on a second.
Be like, bitch! I saw you with devils earlier.
Literally.
Literally. Not even
I mean,
fucking
they are
exaggerating.
I mean, devils are lawful.
True.
It's true.
Yeah?
April likes law so much. Why isn't he the law?
No.
I'm the law! He
Plot
slips.
twist. He was the law all along. Holy shit!
This is on himself.
Oh.
I just like picture him shaking his head. Just. Oh, here, go ahead. I can't believe I never sung "I Fought the Law" and the Law won.
Nice.
Missed opportunities.
Jake.
Beisha,
Fuck you, Jake.
he's telling you don't let them. So from your perspective, the party's coming down to look for Strahd. You are under the effects of a potion of invulnerability. You are not currently raging.
Excellent. For the most part, I'm gonna keep facing the rest of the party members. I'm gonna hold off Hyacinth. I'm not gonna put my hands on her yet. But yet. I'm gonna just give you that fucking cold reptile stare and say we're wasting our strength chasing him down. We just have to get past him. He's not doing us any harm right now. Completely ignoring my own many wounds right at the moment.
Some of it is Avril beat into you. But listen, he was only fighting you because you were on the wrong team, and now you're on the right team.
Exactly.
Okay.
Basically, I'm just gonna ready an action to if she tries to move past me, I'm just gonna grab her.
I will accept any answer you give, Bishra. Would you argue against the party trying to convince Avril that Strahd is evil?
Maysha doesn't give a shit if he's evil or not.
Okay. In that case, you are not required to make a counter roll against him.
I will say this though. Strahd can be evil. He can be good. Right now, he is an ally. He has strength. Maysha values that. However, if I'm going to look at Avril and think of anything, I'm going to think that his indecision is weakness. He's being shaken. He's being shaken right now.
You hear the echoes of Strahd's voice boom in the room. He says, "Kill them."
Oh boy.
That is not any sort of spell. That's just all you hear this time. Who's up?
Oh, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Can you please move me to the other map?
He's not up there right now. He is currently not there. Yeah, go ahead and move yourself back. He went through the floor, said hi to her, and then went right back.
Oh.
Yeah. So you don't currently know where he is.
All right.
Avril cast a.
Let me.
Avril cast a sanctuary on himself. Now, but he looks conflicted. You guys have started making some headway, and if you want to try attack to convince him, you may. If you don't, and you just want to attack him or move on, you can. But this thing is burning his hand, and at some point he's going to be forced to make a choice.
Yeah. The problem is, Uza didn't know Avril, so I'm thinking I'm probably going to...
I imagine Rosalind has regaled you with tales of her noble friend who...
Oh, I know all about
life.
I know all about him,
Everything
but
about
Rosalind is the one who's going to be able to convince this guy, not some fucking... It's just, my old friends. And,
Your literal job is to weave compelling tales.
Sure. I mean, you could do something like you could make a performance check and regale him with a heroic version of who he used to be.
I guess.
He pushed those pencils so hard.
I'll be honest, I think I'm going to have to leave it to
fine.
the other people. I have to prep for Strahd's arrival. So I'm going to move down and drop a...
We still have War of Vitality up, right?
Yeah,
In case someone gets
who's
healed.
still has... Hyacinth. Hyacinth, what's your hit points? Derek?
Derek! Why have you forsaken us?
Derek! Derek,
Well,
open up.
why
It's
we-
me, Goku. There he is.
Derek, please, no!
While
It
we,
didn't.
while we wait for Derek to come back, I can tell you guys a funny story. So I went to the laundromat today, right? And I was looking for change, and I found that my kids had taken this big jar of coins and poured it into a box in my basement that my cat then peed on, right? And I was kind of mad about it. So I took all these coins out, and I soaked them in a tub. It was like $30 of change or something, right? So I wasn't gonna if it was one or two, I'd just throw them away. But I'm not throwing away that much change. So I soaked them in soapy water overnight, and then I took them out and I rinsed them off. But they still they were. I tried drying them, but they were still wet. They still kind of had that odor to them. So I took them to the laundromat and put them in the machines because nobody could judge me because there was no one there.
Yeah.
And I told Becky I paid with the cat pee money, and she laughed. And my kid was in the car, and then I told my wife later because I went like down a one-way street the wrong way, and I was like, Beck, I broke the law today. And my son's like, because you paid with cat pee money?
Nice.
And
This is kind of
and
related because of the smell of cat pee. Are you done with what you were saying?
yeah.
Okay, so there's a two people work in my office, father, son, and they usually smell strongly of cat pee. They probably have cats, big deal. Sometimes it's hard to get that smell out, so I don't judge them for that. But one's a supervisor, the dad. He was driving the van and he went to park it in the parking spot, and he hit the back of another van. There was clearly no room for this van to fit, and he just ripped off a panel of the van by hitting the back of the other van. And also, speaking of work, they were doing a target. Thankfully, I wasn't there. Someone pooped on the floor. Working for our office, they pooped on the floor. I'm not sure if it was the sales floor or the floor of the bathroom, but all I know is that someone from our office pooped on the target's floor.
Well, I mean, there was a target. They had to hit it, right?
That's funny. I didn't think about that. That is actually pretty funny. But, yeah. That's the thing that happens. That's
You're a
who are
monster.
hired here.
Fuck you.
So did Derek just peace? Or
His
what's
mic
going on?
apparently might have died.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm walking around.
Okay, can you tell me what Derek's health is? I can't see it.
Derek can hear us. 83. Oh,
80.
I had 109.
Okay,
More
in that
health than
case,
I'm sorry, Derek.
You should heal me, friend.
Nice.
Derek,
okay.
Go get your PlayStation mic.
is
See if that
is
works.
literally anyone besides Bashra injured right now?
Avril's got some burns.
Some damage. You can heal him. Maybe that'll.
Esmeralda's missing 1 hit point. If you literally have nothing else to do with it.
Nope. All right. This is good enough time as any. Throw out a.
Fuck yourself, lizard man. Fly away.
You can do that and counter charm, right?
No, that's counter charm. Keeping up counter charm takes another action.
All
Counter charm expired at the end of this turn.
Right.
Also, even if you could, counter charm would probably take a verbal component. So
That's
depending
a
on
point,
what
yeah.
you're doing.
Yep. Anyway, no,
What do we do?
I'm just that's all I can do. I'm all out of bonus actions.
Who are you protecting?
Me.
Okay.
Ready to action for Chrysor to if Strahd comes within reach, shove.
So does that affect your horse too?
Yep.
Okay. Esmeralda's turn. I don't think she can safely get across this gap.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, apparently the microphone on my webcam works, so I'll try that.
Excellent.
I don't know why it has a microphone, but alright.
All right.
God, it just...
Welcome back, buddy.
I guess my headphones on. My headset just decided to kill itself.
It happens, So
Are you on the ground now, Uza?
No, I'm
I don't-
still airborne.
I don't think
5
she
feet
can
off the
get
ground.
over. I don't think she can get over this gap unless she jumps. So, unless she's gonna kind of yell. She stops at the end. She's like, "Should I jump?"
Do a flip.
Do you want to go back and get her, Uza? I'd say in character.
I can.
Well,
Say,
her,
no,
I mean,
don't-
otherwise
don't-
she's
don't.
not going to do anything.
Yeah. Can she curse Strahd?
Does she have that? Can she still do that?
I think she still has her. I think she still has both. I don't think she's used curse, and I don't think she's used her stink eye.
I feel like she used one, but it didn't hit
Yeah.
its target. But I don't know how long ago that was.
Yeah, the curse recharges on a long rest, so I have no idea when she did that.
We long rested before we came in. Did she give the stank eye to? No, she didn't give it to him on the first fight. Did she?
I don't think she did that.
No, she
No idea.
inspired Beishra. That's the thing she did.
Okay, yeah, I forgot that's a
Yeah,
special
so
thing.
she has both of those abilities, but so she's going to ready an action to
Curse of Strahd.
I guess there's nothing. Evil Eye doesn't do anything because she can't charm person because you're not a person, or hold person because you're not a person, or animal friendship because you're not an animal. So Evil Eye doesn't do anything.
Yeah, she could always look mean at patient, you know, be a dick.
Avril.
Oh, can she see? Yeah, she's gonna attempt to charm. She's gonna Evil Eye on Avril for a charm person. Does Sanctuary redirect that? Any with an
Or
attack or
harmful
harmful spell? Yeah, I would
That's-
consider that in this case a harmful spell. So she's got to make a wisdom save. So let's see if she can make a wisdom save.
Iron Will. No,
Aisha, why'd you suck all the good ones?
Yeah. No. So
That-
she
that is my
lost-
life.
She loses that ability.
She could switch it to Beishra. Actually, it has to be a
And
certain
she-
distance, doesn't it?
So because that fails, she is blinded until the end of her next turn.
Oh, good.
Owie.
No, a flip.
No, I should have redirected it to Beishra. Now she's blind.
Redirect it to my butt.
Oh yeah.
So she tries to look at him, and his semi-holy aura surrounding him blinds her. She grasps at her eyes and screams.
Monster.
Did we skip somebody? No, because Strahd didn't do anything on his last turn.
He said
Yeah,
kill.
that's weird.
He might have been talking to
Um,
other people, though. Maybe he's sending enemies to us.
He might be. He might be buffing too.
Okay, it is.
We should be
let's say.
prepared. I just want to
It's
say.
Chrysor's turn. Is Chrysor still syncing up with you, or is Chrysor going to make his own thing?
Chrysler is synced
Wait,
up
skip
with
my
me.
turn?
Oh, it is your turn. Yeah, because I'm a bad person. Yeah, Rosalind, I'm sorry. It's your turn.
Alright. You taught me everything I know about law and order and rejecting this chaos. And this is chaos. You once fought for just reasons. Now you fight for a maniacal dictator.
The criminal justice system. There are two separate
And
equally
Dick Wolf.
groups:
Fuck you.
the police who investigate crimes, and the district attorney who prosecutes the offenders. These are their stories.
Dun dun.
Dun dun.
Silver tongue.
Join us again. I want the last one to be where I reveal that I love him.
And he goes
Throws
right
you
back
into
to
the
Strahd.
No, he
Roll-
jumps into the pit.
roll that persuasion again.
Again?
Again.
Do it.
I did.
Okay.
He rolled it again.
So practically, I'm doing something similar to a skill challenger. Instead of saying you can't use the same one again, you have disadvantage, but it doesn't matter because you rolled the same thing.
You
So
told me
ding,
to.
Consistency.
You
you
told
have
me
three
to,
successes.
AJ.
It's fine. You have 3 successes out of I don't know how many. Actually, I do know. You don't know how many.
No, I know. You don't know.
Okay.
Of course.
It's
He says,
15.
he says, yes, I taught you, but I also... Shut up!
You also shut up? Wow.
Shut
I
up.
mean,
Clever
Shut
there.
up. Shut up. Just shut up.
you're shaking a man's convictions at the core. You think there's going to be some pushback.
Alright, give me a second to turn the light on.
All right. Hi, so whenever he comes back,
Fucker. It was short enough. A little bonus action, poof.
I'm back.
okay.
Whale
Why you
coming.
pooping?
Alright,
I moved
guess
up next to Esmeralda just to keep an eye on her.
Okay, because she's blind.
Yeah.
I don't want to move there.
Okay.
Scoot around
Anything
a
with
bit.
your
Move up
anything
here
with
so
your
the
action?
sunlight-
Yeah, I'm ready to take another shot. See if he enters my line of fire.
Yeah, moving up here so the sunlight has, better coverage.
Um,
Well, right here. Don't want to get shoved into the thing. And then I'll dodge.
okay, that's fine. So Hyacinth did that. Avril going to take. Now diplomacy is still an option, but Avril is now hostile. You're still getting through to him, but this thing is burning him, and he's lashing out. Avril.
I'll just walk up, sleight of hand it from him. I don't think that works.
I don't want to hold that thing.
You do not. It is burning his hand.
Why don't you have levels in Battle Master so you can just disarm him?
You can do that with a good enough athletics check. Just take the entire arm.
Remind me what protection from evil and good does. It can't be. Okay, so that stops you just from aberration, celestials, and because he knows that spell, so he would know if something's not going to work.
Mm-hmm.
Avril is a human.
Yep.
He's a corrupted human, but he is a human.
That at least rules out him being undead, then.
Indeed. Avril's going to look to you. He still holds this thing. Apparently, he doesn't need to. Apparently, when he does this, he doesn't need to use an action for it. He looks to you and says, hold on.
Hey!
He looks to you, Uze. He says, flee.
Okay. Hold on.
Uza does 3 laps around the castle, comes back to where he is.
Hey, could be worse.
His spell save DC is 17.
I believe in you. Iron will.
Hold on. I'm gonna go find it.
Do it, Mike.
What are you doing?
Command is A. Hold on.
Wisdom save.
Nope.
Oof.
Okay. So that is his turn. So you have to spend your turn running away.
You know what the funniest thing about that is? I still have my action. I'm on a horse. Just...
So you hop off the horse and start
That's
running.
not the fastest way possible.
No.
There is no faster means than Chrysor.
If you interpret fastest means as, longest distance, you dash with Chrysor, hop off, and then dash more.
Oh yeah, because you can tweak if you fucking abuse the system. You can technically travel the full distance of a dashing horse, hop off of it for half your movement, use half the remaining half to hop onto another horse, and dash again.
Are we like peasant railgunning here?
Yes, it's like that. It is like, and here's the thing: if you then cast fly, you can then spend half of your movement again because you gain additional movement, and do the process again.
Why don't you vomit inside your mouth?
I vomit all the time.
Keisha, at the end of your turn, you feel a tap on your shoulder, and you hear an apparently not visible Strahd. He says, "Give me the amulet. The Shield Guardian's my only chance if they're attacking me."
Oh no.
Son of a bitch!
We won't attack him. Yet.
You are not mind controlled, but you take his everything he says in the most favorable light.
I mean, you were heavily resistant to give it to Uza, though.
It's true.
And he's an asshole.
This is true.
Yeah, but who's this
You are
power hungry?
resistant. Well, here, I leave this up to you. Like you're not mind controlled, but do keep in mind you have given the amulet up in situations where it felt necessary.
That's why I said, and he's an asshole. So Strahd is more of a friend.
Yeah.
So it'd be like, sure, you can have it. But
By
give
the
it
way,
back.
I just gotta let you know, if you turn it over to Strahd, oh, I'm gonna be so upset with you. You dick! You never once gave it to me!
Didn't he?
I am-
think he did, didn't
No,
he?
he did a lot, actually.
I'm gonna
Not to
glance
keep.
back. I'm gonna glance back and say, not right now. I can hold them away from you. Flee. They don't know this place.
Okay. So in that case, what would you like to do with your actions, since you don't need to take the amulet off and hand it to him?
I don't know who I want to talk to more. I don't know if I want to talk to Avril because he's getting angry and he's gonna set off the party. Or I don't know if I want to talk to Uza, who's within kicking distance of the pit. I'm gonna walk up to Avril. Oh, believe me, if this was a more peaceful time, Bayshore absolutely would bully him. Right now, though, priorities.
Just take a bone from Chrysor. Chew one in the corner.
Now, I need to think. I need to think of what I want to say to Avril.
Eat your hoagie from last night.
These people,
What do you mean?
I'm specifically
These
not
people.
buying any.
you fleshy, scaleless assholes, you soft bastards.
Okay, so
I'm gonna look at Avril. I'm gonna look at Avril, and I'm probably gonna use an intimidation check for this, actually, which means I'm gonna fail it. But let's see. You're going to lash out at the people that are trying to talk you down. You're wasting your strength here.
Okay.
Hold on.
It's interesting because you're
there's
telling
something-
him not to fight them, but you're actually helping your team out in
Basically.
in converting him. Yeah, that's cool.
Basically, you're wasting your strength here. We can work together to escape.
Okay.
Control yourself, damn it. And I'm gonna just. It's weird. It's weird trying to be convincing with a lizard brain. I don't get it. Anyway,
Yeah, big baby.
basically, yeah, 13. Lame. It
The 13 does not do it.
was worth a shot.
Now,
You're
please,
good.
everything you stand
That is one failure.
If nothing
I will
else,
tell you
maybe. If nothing else, I'm hoping that if he fucking lashes out, it's at me instead.
Has he used his
It's-
legendary
no.
action yet?
He apparently used. He hasn't been using them right now. He's just holding. He hasn't been doing anything.
Okay.
Because from what you could tell, the only thing he was using his legendary actions for was cantrips.
Mm-hmm.
And at this point, he has not turned offensive yet. So, cantrips that there are no like utility would want to spam them every round. Cantrips.
Mhm.
Spare the dying. Spare the dying.
Oh god.
Yeah, basically. Okay, so you guys have accumulated 1 out of 3 failures. At the end, of your turn, Beishra, Strahd spends his action invisible. Strahd is actually right in the spot down here. And yes, that does mean he's within sunlight. But also, he's still invisible. Strahd's going to spend his action making...
Is he gonna try and fucking, like, pickpocket my amulet?
No. He is going to speak to Avril.
Oh.
I'm right there. Can I hear this?
Yes, you hear this. You heard him ask him for this. And he is going... You hear... Strahd. Mike, give me a quote. Make up a quote for me, or I can make up one that talks about...
Kafifi.
that talks about it is not your place to question where authority comes from. It is something like it is your place to obey the law. Basically, the idea, he's going to make a religion check and quote something from the Levy of Faith to Avril that reinforces that Avril should obey him because he is lawful.
Sure. Fuck you, Levi's a fat. A general quote would be something like, if you wish for chaos, then let the peacekeepers choose which laws that they obey. Am I lord here, or am I not? I am the respected authority. My will is the word of law here. Question. I'm really. He's hard. It's hard to write for because I'm trying to voice Strahd and I don't know. I don't know his
You're good. Yeah. I only wanted. I'll speak his part. I just wanted you to give me a tenet that he would parrot.
Got it.
So yeah, he says to Avril. He says, "Do you let the peacekeepers pick the laws they follow? Is that the way of a man of order?" That is failure number 2. Avril shakes his head and says, No, of course not. It is Strahd's turn. He takes some amount of sunlight damage.
Ooh.
He's still invisible.
They have a detective picture sequence.
Quick question.
Nice.
I sensed him in this direction. I had a readied action from Chrysor. Chrysor's gonna take it if they can. Just a kick right that space.
What is Chrysor's reach?
5 feet.
He does not get within 5 feet of...
Oh, okay. No, I was just guessing. If he was right there, then he was gonna kick at it.
No, he walked over here.
Okay.
He's specifically giving people who could attack him a wide berth. It is Strahd's turn. Beishra.
Yeah.
He implores you. He says, "I'm burning. I need it."
Now Beishra's gonna start bullying.
Hold on. He says, "If you do not give it to me, then I must take my strength from you. You have enough."
Oh man.
Because you are charmed, you are a willing. You are willing to let him bite you.
Uh,
I have taken hits for the party. This is no more.
but he misses because he sucks.
Even though he's willing, that's funny.
I naturally duck and weave.
No, the sun beats on him so hard that he, even though he's invisible, you can kind of hear him stumbling.
This is sad.
And
I
then
told him to flee. Why is he
goes-
being so stubborn?
for the rest of his move, he goes straight down into the floor. Because he could take a claw, but he's not going to yet. All right, Uza. You must flee.
Yep. I must flee.
Oh yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
Bye.
Bye.
Warcaster reaction. Shit.
Hey, Jake,
So
can you-
yeah, it's fine. We're just gonna say, tell me how many feet off the map you are.
I am
all of them.
100. Hold on.
Say it's far enough to trigger another random encounter.
35. Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 150 feet off the map.
Jesus.
And then
Lord
you do have an action.
Yep.
Basically, as you're fleeing, you flee as far as you can. If you wanted to sneak an action in before doing that, since your horse got to dash, you can sneak in an action basically as a defensive. Oh God! And like throwing something behind you as you run.
Yep. I will not be stopped. Time to go.
Nice.
Okay, cool.
It's a
So-
good anti-grab.
Yeah.
Use that on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But they can grab your horse.
No.
He's got a good grip on the
Use it
rib
himself
bones.
and the horse.
Yeah, I know. You and your spell sharing.
Well, maybe if you were his mount, he'd share spells with you.
Okay.
I'm too small.
At the end of Uza's turn, you hear the sound of Strahd popping up right behind you, Rosalind.
Shit your pants.
All right. Esmeralda's turn. She is blind. She hears Strahd, the menacing sound of an invisible Strahd, but he's invisible anyway, so she doesn't know the difference. She doesn't even know he's invisible.
Shoots me instead.
That's stupid. She doesn't do that. She can't curse him, though, because she can't see him.
Maybe she has bad object permanence and forgot about the Fisher.
Oh, she can't actually cast spells because she can't see him.
She forgot about Strahd then, too.
Blindness hardcore fucks up your spell casting.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, she can lightning bolt.
Oh God, no!
No, I think that would be right for her to do, because it is very likely that's a dex save, so Rosalind's very likely to be able to dodge. Can she get a line that hits him and not you? We're gonna roll 1d2, and on a 1 she gets you in it, and on a 2 she doesn't because she's blind. Okay, so she just gets him.
Nice.
Very nice.
Zap.
Nice.
She reaches out.
Touch face.
She says, "Die, you monster!"
Roll a 14, you bitch, Strahd. Roll a 14. So close, but so far.
314 somehow.
Even better.
So he takes 33. Nice.
Wait, doesn't he have advantage?
Shut up.
Does he have revenge?
Does he?
I don't know.
Doesn't he? I thought he was just magically resistant.
I don't recall.
Your
He had
horse is-
he had legendary resistances, but I do not believe he is naturally magic resistant.
Your horse is
any
magically
case.
delicious.
In any case, yeah. So he takes 33.
Nice.
Nice.
That's surprising.
It's
He
shocking,
deserves it.
really.
Fuck you. Well,
That is not.
At
That is
least.
not where his strength lies.
Yeah, that's where his dex lies.
Okay.
I'm gonna shoot a fireball at you.
That's also where his dex lies. Got a big
Got a
shield.
scroll. I can make good on that threat.
Hold
Okay,
on
do
one
it.
second.
Now fail that con save.
Oh yeah, con save.
Do it,
He does have
bitch.
to make a con save.
It's half the damage, right?
He misses it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does. So he pops up and goes, "Oh shit!" And then
I
on
can-
his second legendary action, he goes right through the wall again.
But he popped up where I could see him.
He did.
Blast
Push him
him.
into the wall. Oh wait.
Push him through the wall.
You do have a. You do have a reaction here.
I'll hold up a mirror. You aim at me, reflect at him, push him into the fissure.
So he takes 15.
15, 20. Wait, what's his AC?
You don't know.
His AC is 19.
Oh, well, not bad.
Wait,
well,
does
so
he still
low
have your
on
curse? How long does your curse last?
I didn't curse him.
Oh,
Wait, did I?
no,
It would've-
that was before the short rest and stuff.
Yeah.
We didn't short rest.
Alright,
So
Never mind.
on his turn, he goes zoop, without provoking right through the wall
Did you curse him?
because he.
It was during the first wave, but we never got a rest after that.
Mm-hmm.
How long does that last?
Yeah, it's like a minute.
Oh, never mind then. It's been longer than a minute.
All right, so Rosalind, he popped up behind you, then got lightning bolted, appeared. Hyacinth whipped around, shot him a bunch of times. He got blasted against the wall and then phased through it. Now it's her turn.
Alright. I
Chase
guess
after him. Go into the wall.
I can't. I'll just run up the wall, onto the ceiling, and then fall into the pit.
Did he go up or did he go down?
He went
laterally.
He went lateral. He went through this wall over here.
Well,
Got it.
Although you don't really know that.
Oh,
You're not
that's fair.
before.
Yeah, who fuck knows where?
You forgetting you left the map.
Yeah, well, because I'm right here on the map. I
Yeah.
can't see where I actually am.
You guys have one more failure, and Avril is lost to you.
Last ditch
You
effort.
have four successes.
I'm gonna pull out the inflamed mace that used to belong to Avril.
I don't like the way that's phrased.
Ooh. Ooh, props here.
Yeah. Because I forget, did we also take a shield? I know I'm not holding it. I know it exists somewhere. But I remember taking the hammer, because I used that.
No idea.
This hammer, your hammer, helped us dispose
Mace, boy.
Mace. Help us dethrone, what's his name?
That guy.
Yeah, Isaac. Isaac, who was a cruel
Yeah.
leader after...
Oh yeah, you bopped him.
I stunned him. After the burgomaster died by his hand. This is after you died, of course. He knows that. With this, using your strength, I was able to stun him with my righteous fury.
Yeah,
This is what you used to stand for.
I do approve
But
of the use
better-
of righteous.
But better word did, hopefully. And disadvantage. Click a button.
You have advantage and disadvantage because
Oh,
you
Normal rules. Normal rules. Yay! Do it.
Nice.
Nice.
Because you carrot top
your,
this.
your DC was 22.
Nice.
And I'll probably also add, drop that hellish holy symbol. And then I'll pull out, well, I can't pull out his. But if I could, I have his on me somewhere. I remember taking that specifically.
You're at 5 successes, 2 failures. You need 2 more successes.
And then I'll place the hammer on the ground.
He looks He stares at the hammer you set on the ground, and the fissure on the ground kind of wavers. It shakes as though it's about to slam itself shut. And then he shakes his head. He says, "This is the right thing." "No! He said you would try to trick me." Does Chrysor want to unsync with you to get you back?
No, Chrysor, because me being back there doesn't do me any favors.
Okay.
You can help me. I can't roll this high forever.
Yeah, but I also can't do anything till my turn, which I'll be there anyway.
Yeah, it's Christ's turn.
Yeah, okay, you know what, that's fair. I'm gonna have to run all the way back anyway, so yeah, Chrysor will just whop.
Okay.
Sup.
Sounds good. Chrysor's OP, man. Okay, Hyacinth.
Like I said, could have been a hold person, so just this is on him. This is totally on him.
Be better than line of sight down there.
You fall in the pit and die.
Yeah, it's a scary spot, but
Hey, at least Esmeralda's there, so he can't get it. No, he could go diagonally. Never mind.
Oh, she's not blind anymore. I have to take that blindness off. She's not blind anymore.
that down. Hey, that's a good spell to keep concentrating on. I won't overwrite that yet.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of if there's anything else I can say to him.
I mean, any skill that you want to use, if you have a way to use it in a way that might convince him. It doesn't have to be a charisma skill, right? You can do.
I know. I already did. I did a religion. I did a religion already. I haven't done Arcana.
Investigate.
Sure.
I do have investigation.
I mean, is there anything with your arcane knowledge you could do to convince him of the wrongness of himself?
Well, he did call out Rosalind. He did call out that Rosalind is trying to trick him, but it's definitely Strahd's magic that's trying to make him think bad.
That is true. You know the nature of as a hunter of monsters. You know that charming is a thing that vampires do, and you know how pervasive that effect on the mind is. If you want to make an Arcana check to try to convince him of that, basically.
Magic! 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 I'm just saying, man, that pit's right there. It's right there.
I'm good at these.
3 rolls to push him into that pit.
Don't worry, guys. It's okay. Me or wait, no, I forgot. Avril's evil, not Uza. I'll push him in. Don't worry about it.
I considered committing murder at the start of this session. I'm listing.
Avril was close, and he looks to and he says, "He told me you would say that."
Magic!
Avril's turn. Actually, no, not Avril's. Bayshore, you go before Avril does. Avril has turned fully hostile. You may do with that what you will. Avril has not currently attacked your friends, but you suspect that he might because your friends are unwilling to relieve Strahd of this thing. So
I just noticed something silly.
Avril is a friend, but I have tried to kill him in the past already. He's gonna try to kill my friends. He might even try to kill Strahd. He's so very wildly impulsive at the moment. I feel like for the greater good, this has to be done.
Don't worry, you can bring him back.
Not with what I'm planning to do. I am going to shout out enough. I am going to rage, and I am going to fucking bull rush him into the pit.
He casually sidesteps.
And then you have to redirect that at Strahd. Also, speaking of which, I
Athletic
should tell you this
check.
because it's kind of a spoiler for me. Guess it doesn't matter, but I'll tell you it anyway. If you hover over Strahd in the turnout order, you can see where he is off the map.
Ah, neat.
That's cheap. That's
I mean-
cheating.
I'm not gonna. I'm just letting you know because I can only see what's not in the black. So if you want to move him slightly,
No. He's just making sure that every wall he's standing behind actually has a built-in glory hole. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's right there.
He can dig us through walls.
He just
I'm not-
freezes his ass through the wall.
When he's going through the walls, I'm not super worried about making sure I track his position with a
Alright.
token. But just because he's there doesn't mean he's there.
Alright.
Like, I had him off the map when he was invisible because I didn't feel like putting him in the GM layer and dragging him around while he was invisible because it doesn't
makes
make
sense.
Thank you for letting me know, though, because I could be relevant. Okay, Beishra, make
I'm
him...
attempting to shove him, so I gotta make a wisdom to break through, right?
No, because he cast a spell on... he cast a spell on Uza.
Good point.
Oh yeah.
I'm raging, so advantage! Oh,
Yeah,
didn't
I
even
don't
need
think
it.
you can-
Bye, buddy!
is there any way I can use a reaction to try and grab his hand?
Sure.
What check would that be? Well, I want to see if.
I
mean, we're all gonna
dude,
have
he's
to
not gonna
fail.
he's not gonna make it, dude. I don't think he can.
Theoretically, he could nat 20.
Yeah, but
That doesn't matter.
these
I don't
these
think he
guys
can.
have been nothing if not cinematic this whole time. You're obliged to try to catch the hand of the unredeemed character.
Even if it
It's
doesn't work,
just
it's very
movie
cinematic.
law.
No.
Yeah.
I just imagine I just fucking take him around the waist and just fucking
Yeah, you
shove
can,
him into the air.
You can make an if you want to make a acrobatics check to try to catch him.
Oh god, you're gonna fucking golem him into the pit of fire.
No!
I'm sorry, Rosalind. It's for the greater good.
The greater
I'm
good.
saving all of you.
Bad way to go.
Avril tumbles into the pit and takes
Not as much damage as I figured he would.
Quit surviving and get me shoved into things.
Probably 10d6 falling and 10d6 fire.
right. He takes what is that? 25, 50,
61.
61. He takes 61 damage. And what was he at?
Fucking die already, god damn it,
62.
Avril.
Oh, he is not dead yet.
I have one more attack. I have
That
Javelin.
brings. He's in here. He
you
falls
throw the
into
blood
his
spear at
pit.
him?
He's falls to the bottom, is burning, and just screams out in pain, but he's still alive. Basically, he is
Is he getting Anakin?
he is getting Anakin. I hate you.
I am gonna go for the mercy stroke. I'm gonna fucking hopefully nail him with a javelin. I got one go at this.
He's
No,
probably
let's go to
gonna be
blood
close
spear.
to killing him. Pelting
Yes.
him with bullshit.
This entire time, killing him has been my kindness.
Gotta
This
go on
place
melee.
cannot benefit from him.
Oh, if only we had Thorn Whip so we could just keep fishing him out and then dropping him back in.
I mean, you gotta have thorn. You gotta have thorn whip because he's cooking there. You have to cook your meat first, Beishra.
All right,
There
Baker.
we go.
Totally dick.
He hold on.
And so wait for. Oh shit! I threw the blood spear.
No. Hold on.
This is Beishra's kindness. Let me be kind to all of you.
Okay, I'm gonna add a fucking legendary weapon into my next D&D game, and it's gonna be called Beishra's Kindness, and it's gonna be a knife that when you're stabbed with, it peels all your skin off. That's that.
Now I'm thinking back to Russell and his horse.
Ooh, Matthias should have that.
Or Russell in his box. The box that
Oh,
You
the
do-
dad box.
The dead
You throw
body.
this javelin down, and it pierces right through his chest. He clutches at this symbol, and he looks up to you, coughs, and he says,
Thank you.
I sentence you to die.
Oh shit.
He's going to probably die on his turn from fire damage. And by probably, I mean definitely, because he's still in this fucking pit. However, he does have a legendary.
Oh god, bring it on!
For a second, I thought you were gonna have him look up and just say "death word, bitch."
Yeah, it bought you a turn. Like you're still in the damn pit.
Yeah, well, I mean he does have death ward. He had it last time, but he's at 1 and he's in the pit, about to take fire damage. That's what death ward does, man.
That's great.
He had it up. Okay.
Yeah, well, he always said like.
Okay.
Why would you leave home without it?
Mhm.
Fair
Especially
enough.
with you guys, where you guys can do
Exactly.
what you guys can do. And it's funny because since you went before him, there's nothing he can do. He can just thorn whip you.
Is he still within 30 feet? I thought he fell like 100. He took like 10d6 falling, didn't he?
I think it's
true.
10d6 bludgeoning and not, you know.
Oh,
No,
okay.
he
So
took-
he was
he
like
took-
he was hitting
he
rocks
took-
and shit on the way down.
Yeah, no, he didn't. This chasm is not that deep. It's more of like, as he fell, this chasm started is crushing in on him.
That's horrifying.
Oh yeah, no, it's bad. What is Thorn? Actually, I don't know if he is within range. He might not be.
I could swear it was like 60 feet or something.
Well, now it's 30 feet. Come on, guys.
I'm
just
not-
let him thorn whip
I'm
you
not
face
slowed,
down.
asshole.
Corrupted Avril. Hold on, I'll look it up. Why are all my things
Oh
out?
no, it's only 30.
Oh, in that case, he can't.
Fuck you! Die already! What's this legendary thing he's doing to me? He has
he
passed
doesn't.
judgment upon me.
Hold on, I'm looking.
He transforms into a diva and, and then
Oh,
beats the
Avril's
shit out of
always
me.
been a diva.
I don't think there's anything he can do. I don't think any of his things have the range to get you.
He took the mace.
Oh wait, no, he does. He does.
Command. Poop your
On his
pants.
last. No, dude. If he could command on other people's turns, holy shit.
Join me. Water's great.
Did that
We
not
die
ping?
together, my jailer. We die together.
Did this not ping? Why did the spell not cast? He's told the deading you. Make a wisdom
Bring it on.
save.
Yeah, I like to picture the image of just one more time. He just
You and your fucking iron will.
Look at that! I nearly nat 20'd and I did nat 1.
You
Almost
hear
in balance.
the sound. You hear the sound of what sounds like ominous bells ringing in your head, and you shake it off. And it's a fitting send off
It's
For
a funeral dirge for Avril.
as the chasm abruptly and violently slams closed around him.
ugh.
I'm assuming I don't have time to like scoot his mace into the chasm. Just, like, send it with him. Just like take this with you. It's yours. I don't need it.
Let's just entomb him underneath Castle Ravenloft.
Just it
It's
seems
what he would have
fitting
wanted.
that, yeah, he should be buried with his mace. Like,
Avril is dead.
Again!
listen, we can dig him up.
No,
We can
no.
make him stronger. Base has 2 more charges. 1 more charge. How many charges?
You know what would have been a way better? Instead of like you reach out like you're gonna catch him, but you actually like flash out with the sun sword and sever a finger. Just waggle it at him, and be like, "You'll be back."
That would be funny, but we don't have magic that can revive someone from just a Wait.
Oh, the Amber
Oh.
Temple does.
No, and
Gosh.
also, even though he hates us, he still owes us, and he's not dead.
Although we did kill his
The diva.
favorite Strahd, so. Wait. Yeah, we killed Frankenbride, didn't we?
Yeah.
Okay then. I don't know
There
because
was no way
I
to
got
non-lethally take her down.
I got yanked down
Okay.
to the floor. I lost the end of that
I
fight.
kind of wish that I knew more about what happened to fucking Avril, because the first time he came at us, he was snidely fucking waving his fucking Strahd around like crazy. Like, I was pretty well given up on him, and then like, same thing. Last session, dude was ready to fucking just beating on a fucking wrestling Basher, just bonking him in the fucking head over and over again.
That's what I was saying. They're just roughhousing. They're just
Well then,
fine.
yeah, and then like, Jesus, man, I fucking.
If he couldn't take it, like, practically speaking, Avril never had any intention of killing anybody, and he probably, like, if he thought his attacks were going to kill him, he wouldn't. Also, too, Strahd is literally there, and authoritative pressure is a powerful thing. Strahd's attacking him, right? So, like,
Yep.
yeah, boss, let's just do this. And then his boss leaves, and he's like, well, wait, I don't want to kill you. Hold on, guys, can we talk?
Wait the guy's a fucking cleric. He doesn't need the boss there. His boss is never with him. He's a spiritual man.
No, Mike, his boss is always with him.
Well, he is. Well,
He's a
At the
spiritual
end
man.
of,
he's in hell now. So
At the end of your turn, Beshra, Strahd pops out around this corner. On Strahd's turn, he is going to attempt to charm Esmeralda.
Get your hate boner ready, Esmeralda.
Esmeralda.
Why isn't she still blonde?
You can
yeah.
wisdom.
Aww.
Esmeralda is charmed. Strahd laughs and faces back through the wall.
Shield boy,
Yeah.
come to me.
That was
Oh, wait.
that was his on his turn.
Fuck. What?
No, he
what
would
was
have.
Shield
He
Boy?
would have not have. He popped out here because he's not stupid enough to be in your Shield Guardian's melee range because he would probably grapple him, and then
Oh,
he goes
no.
right back to the wall.
Shield Boy is friendly. Shield Boy just wants to go back to Papa though, since the big old hell fissure's gone.
Oh yeah.
Pap.
So, Strahd pops back through the wall. It was a
Yep.
you hear
Golden 8. Okay.
you,
Hey.
yeah. What is your Shield Guardian's 8, Uza's an 8. What does your Shield Guardian do? Uza, you go before the Shield Guardian, I think. But you're
Here,
here.
let me.
It just occurred to me. Hey guys, look where we are.
There's the entrance.
We're in the entrance.
Oh.
Do you want to walk out? Go somewhere else, take a rest?
Oh, he never saved. What's his name?
Oh, that's true. Well, the only person who's really upset about that no longer thinks he's in danger.
I would be okay with leaving. We should leave. Let's stop hunting my friend. Come on, guys.
No,
Well, I can tell you, Esmeralda is not leaving without her man. Like, even if she doesn't ultimately think that he's in danger anymore, or whatever twisted version of logic it is, she's here to save him. And
For sure.
leaving him in the castle, he's stubborn enough that he is going to pick a fight with Strahd, and Strahd's going to be forced to defend himself.
Okay. I'm going to, at least for the moment, I'm going to reach my free hand up to the holy symbol on my neck and group out, like squeeze up close to you guys. My action, Chrysor, same thing, will ready their action to, if Strahd comes in range, just to boot him. Already in action to try to turn him. But I'm gonna look at Beshra and say, Beshra, we're here to kill Strahd.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you that at this point, we can do turn by turn, but he's probably not gonna pop out again for at least a little bit.
Nope.
So we're probably gonna be out of combat. You guys got Avril though.
Yeah. No, he's gone. He's definitely gone.
You guys have Strahd right where you want him. All his allies are gone.
Hey, I'm right here. Thank you.
Something else that was troublesome though. Strahd was definitely regenerating in the sunlight. Maybe not as fast as vampires normally do, but he was definitely regenerating in the sunlight.
He just has people in the walls that he's been feeding on, like an asshole.
God.
Just pops in there, pops back out. Are the walls people?
Yes.
Uza is. I'll be honest. Uza doesn't really have anything to say here. He's still kind of wary and on guard, and he's of the opinion that we burned a shitload of his resources, and we have a moment's pause, but something is affecting two of our party members, and I do not wish to go into combat. This is his internal reasoning. He doesn't want to go into combat with potentially two people who are going to throw them, going to try to save the very person that we're trying to kill.
Right.
So Uza does suggest again that if to what's her name, to Esmeralda, if Strahd himself has if Strahd has had this companion of yours here, he has had him here for some time. I don't imagine another hour will make a significant difference.
Make a persuasion.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Don't do it.
This would actually be a deception. He's actually very concerned for the life of this person, but
Yeah, that's fair.
he's there's something wrong. There's something wrong with these two people right now. Like,
I think
I don't understand the whole, like, the depth of it, but very clearly Strahd has been doing something. So I'm just trying to make the case that Jesus.
Make the case that Jesus.
What'd you roll?
Yeah, I guess Caesar is like the only one that hasn't technically had a charm effect done on him by Strahd, because we all got fucked with that time way back forever ago, back when.
Yes. So you she.
I don't think I've seen Strahd yet so far. No, not in like since we've come into Castle Ravenloft. I don't think I've seen him.
Esmeralda, I don't.
Wait, no, I have. Sorry, I have seen him.
Oh, I don't think she can beat that. No. She can't.
You
Can't beat
fool.
that. Yeah, she goes. Okay.
You right.
He
Here's.
must
if I
be
convince
wandering
her?
around here somewhere, but Strahd's hiding from you guys right now. If he's doing that, I don't think he's going to be picking a fight. But we need to stop this. Strahd is not the enemy. We just
Who is?
need to get our people and go.
Where?
She
Who
says,
is the enemy?
No one.
Rovia.
This land, maybe. Whatever evil powers twist this place. We're trapped here, and so is Strahd. But we just need to find a way out.
Yeah, my out of character. I apologize. I don't mean to come I don't mean my character to come across as like super snarky. He's really
you're good.
uncomfortable because these are the people that he trusts, that he relies on. He is like pants-crappingly terrified of being the only like non-charmed person, the last survivor again, not again.
Excellent.
And so, I'm gonna look to the two party members who I don't think are affected right now. Hyacinth, Rosalind.
What are your thoughts on Strahd?
What do you think? What do you think we should do?
I want to murder Strahd a lot, but
I burned a lot. I burned a lot in these couple of fights. At the moment, the holy symbol is good to go. I've got an okay number of spell slots. I've burned my most powerful ones, though. I am totally out of Arctic Inspirations.
I can't believe it.
And the big one is not being able to re-prepare. Ultimately, almost anything that we do, Strahd can
Cut
wait.
that out. I do have stuff on a timer. Like my armor bag, this is going to last like an hour.
Okay, well, I've got freedom of movement for another hour.
Sure, Far Step will be gone in like a minute.
The reason I hate to
word.
leave this room, is just because the door is right there. It's right there, and Strahd
sure it's
can walk
unlocked?
through walls in this place.
You hear
But-
the sound from the main lobby door slamming shut.
Yeah,
We sure we can even get out? I gotta try and pick the lock if it's locked.
buddy,
But
give me 10 minutes and a stack of stones, and we will be through that door.
I mean, Bish is right there. He can open doors.
It's true. I'm a friend of Strahd, but I'm not a friend of his doors.
You hear
God, it's
an
disgusting
echo.
hearing you say that.
You hear an echo. A familiar echoey voice throughout the chamber. He says, "I'm sorry about your friend."
You lie to my face.
What an asshole.
there's a
I don't know.
reason he's
I'm-
dead.
I'm gonna-
fulfilled
Did
my
I-
promise.
He says, "Did I push him into that pit?"
You messed with his mind. He would have been with us if you didn't change his faith.
Did I?
Yes,
I changed nothing.
you changed it.
I saved him.
Nope.
And he.
I'm just gonna shout above the din. Your lies can't protect you any longer. He's trying to talk to us.
Hey now. Let's calm down here,
Yeah.
guys.
Fuck you, Beshra the Peacekeeper.
Everything here is wrong.
Yes.
Rosalind is not above putting her fingers in her ears and going la 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 to drown out Strahd. It's bullshit.
You hear the voice echo. He says,
This is fucking stupid. I love it.
Van Richten attempted to attack me. I have him imprisoned in the crypts below.
I saw him explode.
But
I don't say
Oh,
But
that.
I don't
hold on, I want to hear what he has to say.
he says, I don't trust that your friends won't try to kill me the first moment they see me. If you come alone, I will let you take him and I will let you leave this place.
Yeah, he's gonna try to pull Esmeralda. Fuck.
It's a trap.
I mean, she takes his words at the most favorable. So she looks to you guys. She says, I have to. He's right.
I don't
All
trust.
you want to do is kill him.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
says,
Yeah.
If he gave us any other choice, we'd take it. But no.
Beshra, I don't always control who roams my castle. She'll need protected.
Beshra, you know what what going without us will do. You know what this land does to those left alone.
But Beshra, aren't you strong enough?
That's why I have to go with her. She won't be alone.
But
But
he
don't
won't be able
worry,
to see
Bishop
the
won't be alone.
traps.
He has the shield guardian.
Beshra, just look at you and say, Beshra,
Hey guys, don't worry. When did splitting the party ever go wrong? Except for
Bishop.
half that last fight.
But who will
Okay.
look for traps and make sure the doors are
I'm
properly
gonna make a
untrapped?
mental note that apparently Strahd can hear anything that's going on in here. So I'm gonna try and keep my voice hushed in the future.
I'm saying that loudly too.
There. I would look at you to say,
Barovia is dangerous. The castle is dangerous. Strahd cannot control who wanders. He cannot go alone. I'll take the shield guardian. I have to stand watch.
You are my good friend. I would abandon you for nothing. I will come with you.
God.
No,
That was a hurtful lie.
you hear no.
Bam!
You cannot permit them down.
But how many traps have I saved him from with my eyes? He needs me to guide him.
He says, Esmeralda, you know they will kill me if they see me.
I don't look at her and say, you know he will kill, what's his name, at the drop of a hat. Can you stop him if his anger takes over?
She looks to you and she's looking up at the ceiling. He says, they'll let Van Richten out. They'll arm him. He wants to kill me just as much as they do.
Just as much
I'm weak.
as you did. Sorry, I'm letting a little too much venom into my voice here.
No, it's good.
You're good. You're good because it's funny because it's so hard to argue with them because charm is.
You can't argue with a charm person. Like
I know, I hate it. It's so fucky. It's good.
this is why I interrupt these conversations all the time. Just up, time to go.
I love these things. I'm sorry, guys. This is fucking great.
She's torn. She looks to you. She says, "He's right. You won't let Strahd go, even if it means saving Van Richten's life. Look me in the eye." She says, "Would you kill Strahd if it meant Van Richten died?"
I would look at her. I would say,
Absolutely not. That one.
no. I would look at her and say, would I rather save Van Richten or kill Strahd, or with killing? Wait, hold on. What was her question?
Would you kill Strahd if it meant Van Richten died too?
I'm gonna look at her and say, honestly, no. I save people. But I cannot stop Strahd from killing him. Not as long as he lives. But given the choice between saving Strahd, saving Strahd and killing Van Richten, no. I'm gonna say, my kind of hardened visage is gonna soften a little bit. Say, I didn't come here to kill anyone, or I didn't come to this land to kill anyone. I came here to help. That's all I've ever wanted to do is help. And we came with you whenever we came with you to help save Van. If it means getting out of here alive, we can make that our first priority. We will save him first.
Hold on 1 second, guys.
Stuck on my lion ass.
Why are you always lying?
I'm always lying.
Was that a persuasion, or was that honest, or was that deception?
That was deception. I told her that that the first part was honest. That yes, I didn't come to this land to kill anybody. I try to save people, and if it comes down to between saving, like if we will go with you, and we will make saving Van Richten like the priority. We will do that at all costs.
All right. You guys have been with Esmeralda enough, and if this changes your tact, that is fine. I do not mind. Esmeralda's bond is that Dr. Rudolph Van Richten is like a father to her. That is her bond, right? Like,
yeah.
Bless you.
I know she is charmed now, but it is even not charmed. It is very likely that doing this will get him killed. And you know that.
Get him
And
what?
she knows that. Get him killed.
The moment
Right?
the moment he
assuming
was
he's not dead.
taken, assuming he's even in here, like, I'm of the opinion that I'm a proficient liar, and sending us
Right.
a random leg tells me that Strahd owned a leg, or now owns a person who's hobbled a bit. But
A bit.
until I see the guy, I'm not convinced that he's still alive. I do want to save him, I really do. But
Hey,
there's
technically
very-
you did see the guy, and then
Okay.
he exploded in blood.
Honestly, I would look at him and say, and if he has been tainted, what then? If he has been tainted the way Avril was tainted,
Or Irina.
what can we do? I'm not asking like to box her into a corner. I want to know what she thinks.
She says, he could have destroyed me,
Who?
and he chose not. He could have destroyed me.
Who could have?
Strahd.
Hold on.
He didn't destroy you
No,
because
hold on.
it's
No,
better
no,
to-
no, no,
no,
no.
no,
Stop, hold on. I'm looking up some stuff.
Or maybe
give
Van
me a
Richten
second.
because she's a Vistani. That makes sense.
Yeah. Either way, we're committed to going.
Oh,
I mean,
no. Okay, so as Esmeralda's family. So this is some backstory, you guys. I think I talked to you guys about this, but it's been a while. Her family sold Van Richten's son to a vampire, right?
yeah.
And that ultimately led to his son being transformed into a vampire spawn. And then his son, who was a vampire spawn, begged for death, and he granted it. She chased Richten down, and he gave mercy to her family, and then gave mercy to her and forgave her. And a spot where no one would have batted an eye if he would have cut them down for the people they were. So he has shown her mercy, and he has shown forgiveness and a willing amount of effort to look past things, right?
Mm-hmm.
So from her perspective, she is going to do most anything to save him. Now, like, there is a line, right? Like, yeah, she's not going to, like, sacrifice the blood of, like, 1,000 babies or anything. You know, she's not going to go that crazy. But, like, if he's corrupted, she's probably going to try to restrain him and find a cure.
Yep.
It's
Because
okay. You guys can try to help them like we helped Avril. It'll work out fine.
So-
Arcana checks.
If it's the
Just
case
kidding.
where you were intending as a deception, right?
Uh-huh.
If you're trying to deceive her, and you do, and then she finds out that you deceived her, and because you opposed Strahd, he kills Van Richten, then you will forever be her enemy.
Okay, well that's the reason that I said. I was like, look, Strahd. That's why I asked earlier. I said Strahd is prone to fits of rage and temper. What happens? What happens when Strahd's temper takes hold? When he causes, or if he causes the harming of this of Von Richten, the person he's currently holding captive, by the way, in his
Right.
castle full of his subjects, and he will not let go.
He's going to, guys.
Yeah,
You heard him.
So she
I'm
says-
watching. I'm trying to watch her go through the mental loops, and it's just frustrating.
Yeah.
So, look,
I get you. So
We're gonna
she
go
says-
with her.
She says,
I don't give a shit anymore.
She
Let's
says-
just go.
"You're good. No, you're good. I'm not trying to stifle
done.
anybody. I know this is frustrating." She
Ugh.
says,
Oh no, guys. Strahd said no.
"All right." She says, "You can accompany us down to the start of the crypts, but You'll need to give us space to actually walk up to him.
When have
Maybe
we
you
ever
can come
listened
to
to
this. Maybe you can come to the stairs, and then we'll walk the rest of the way. That way, if something comes up, you're
No.
still within distance.
If you think you can outrun us, you're welcome to try, but we are going with you.
Walks to the walls.
I was Strahd this entire time.
Oh shit, my pants.
I'm trying to think what she's going to do here. Honestly, what does she do? Because this is basically. Yeah, I think I know.
This is where she has an aneurysm, causes damage, and she gets a roll against it, then dies. Because aneurysm.
Yeah, this is gonna be interesting because Strahd is absolutely intelligent enough to not cause us damage.
Right.
Let's
Oh, yeah,
walk
no,
into
he-
some Strahd zombies that don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they probably they
like I
probably
said-
know before we did.
Out of at this point, it's already like I'm kind of in a hurry to skip to the end.
He says-
Yes, he's forced our hand. Let's go.
He's. You hear the voice go over. He says, "Your friends don't trust me. I understand. Would you like to speak to him then?" Esmeralda says, "How?" He says, You have spells. Yes?" She says, "Well, yes." She says,
I'm gonna start listening.
"Yeah."
Is he
says, "A
speaking from
certain
in the
cell."
hall?
It's just echoing throughout the whole hall. It's hard to pinpoint the location of it. It sounds like he has the ability to project his voice in here.
Got it.
Now you don't know if that
Bullshit.
means. You don't know if that means that he's literally at the walls that you're here and basically like speaking through a vent, or if he just
Yeah.
has a supernatural ability. You do know that in the case of his brother Sergei, he like screamed from the clouds. So obviously he has some supernatural abilities that defy explanation.
Got it.
So he says, "Before you and your compatriots attempted to slay my innocent,
Bloodsucker.
completely blameless mount, my magnificent Bacephalus." That's the. Do you remember where you fought?
I did.
Ah, yes.
He says, "Spend some time. View that area remotely. You will see that Van Richten is there. If you make movements towards him, in the meantime, I will be forced to move him."
He's trying to stall us out right now.
Working.
If he is safe and Strahd is your friend, then let us just go to him.
She says, "I can't stop my friends from coming to you."
To him? No, we're going to Von Richten. If Strahd doesn't want to, is genuinely fearful, then he can just simply avoid the area. You seem to have no trouble moving throughout this place. At this point, yes. Now I'm the little bit of
Okay.
fear. I'm just sort of sublimating
Yeah.
into anger.
Snark.
Yeah, it's a little bit snarky because
I
the
love
people
it.
around me are speaking earnestly to somebody they consider a friend, and I'm just like, oh, well, I'm so sorry.
Okay. Do you guys remember how to get there?
No. This place, we Scooby-Dooed our way through it. It all come together in a blur.
I didn't even recognize this as the entrance.
South,
I only
left,
recognize it as the end.
piano, south.
I only the
No,
the,
north.
the piano the
Through a
piano
wall.
collapsed though.
Yeah.
It did.
Maybe it's open again.
That's not how collapses work.
Actually,
I mean,
he
you
doesn't want us
could.
to go there, so he probably wouldn't uncollapse it if he could.
So
There.
it's 9:52, and we got through some dramatic stuff, and I think this is going to be a shorter one. Number one, because I think some people are getting a little frustrated with the scenario. But number two, which is more
it's not going
important,
to be any better next week. Like we're still. There's,
I'm trying to get some stuff done, and I
That's
need
fair.
to. I'm
okay
like
with
you
this.
hear like generic clang and clatter in the background. I wanted to get a little bit of this done, and I might be able to play again. I might be able to play on my cruise. I don't actually know what my internet's going to be like, so if people are free at all during the week, because I have responsibilities to myself to drink myself into a stupor while I'm there.
oh man, that's what you do.
And to have, dude, it's free alcohol, man. It's funny. So I've actually been drinking this week at night, not because I normally like to drink, and it's actually made my diet a lot harder this week to like add all those extra calories. But I've had to have a drink every night so that my tolerance isn't so bad that once I get on the ship, I just get accidentally shit-faced.
I thought I was going to say mine is because if I drink a lot, my attempt at a diet falls flat because food tastes so good. It's just so good when you're drunk.
Yeah, I mean,
So good when you're sober.
Food's just good.
I'm on like 1,500 a day, which is rough.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
Dude, I was up to 195 at one point, man. That's like, for my body size, it's really bad.
Just get taller.
Yeah.
Fuck you,
Okay.
Derek.
Just get taller, Mike.
Fuck you.
Just get on torture rack and get stretched out a little bit.
Is that an option? Can I do that?
Probably. I don't know.
I think I'm at like 165 right now. I don't know. I don't know if you're supposed to weigh yourself with all your clothes and like stuff in your pocket or not. I don't actually know.
Just get a little bathroom scale. Just go on in your boxers.
I do.
Or something. Then there you go.
Well, it's funny too because if you weigh yourself after your morning poop, you're like 2 pounds lighter.
I get up and I poop and I weigh myself afterwards. How did I gain weight from that? I look into the toilet. There's no water. Damn it!
Are you like this?
Like, I took my headset off for a
I
second.
mean-
What?
Uh,
What
worry
led
about
to
it.
that?
Are we so checking in a little bit? Everybody still cool with direction of game, or is are people actually genuinely frustrated?
Absolutely, man.
That
I am
Avril
in.
was cinematic.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'm enjoying being Strahd's best friend. This is hilarious.
It's disgusting. I hate you.
Mike, you're the one that I'm concerned about because it seems like you are genuinely actually frustrated.
A little bit, actually. Well, because, okay, so bear in mind, this is a little bit on me. I'm holding the thing that can paralyze Strahd. So it's not really shocking. I haven't seen him very much. And so my entire goal for the last 2 sessions has been find Strahd. And he's playing, like, that's what I mean. So, like,
You saw him that one time, but that burned
I
his
got
last
him.
save.
I got him once in 2 sessions. This session, I kind of spent the first part of the session. The first thing I did was cast a buff spell, and then I was sent away, and then I came back. I cast another buff spell. I flitted around a little bit, and then I talked to people who are magically dominated. So I'm kind of sitting here just, anything from, like, last week, like I said, I had no, like, the fact that I had no concept of, like, that Avril had any confliction, given that he was casually walking with fucking devils, then he said, like, I was really armed for bear, expecting him to, like, come at us, and that was, like, he didn't use, like, there was no legendaries, there was no, so, like, I ended up with this real, like, start-stop, where I'm just like, okay, I'm mentally preparing for like the big combat,
Uh huh.
and I'm
You
just
wanna
okay.
You want to know?
So-
You want to know a secret that doesn't matter at all at this
Yes.
point?
Yes.
He didn't know.
What?
He didn't know that they were devils. He thought they were just people.
Womp womp. Well,
So, like, he didn't have time to be like shocked or surprised because he was in the middle of this fight and basically.
he saw them.
immediately
He
got
saw
shut
them
off.
change though.
And then he got thrown off a cliff.
He saw them change.
bridge.
He got thrown off a cliff. He made a snarky comment, and then he vanished. So I was like, ah, shit, he's gone. He is totally
Well-
under his control right now.
That kind of shook him a bit. But
Anyway,
also, magical charm is so that I'm glad you guys caught that. The fact that was burning his hand, because that was a modified version of the talisman of ultimate evil, I think. And like one thing with the talisman of ultimate evil, even if this is like a super toned down version, if you are not evil and you grab it, it hurts you.
Nah. I had a feeling this was going on.
Wait, isn't that the one where, like, if you're, like, neutral or otherwise not evil, it does so and so, but if you're actively good, it hurts you more?
Uh-huh.
Right. So basically, he was in a spot where he had strong enough conviction that the first time you saw him, it wasn't really hurting him. Sorry, I'm rinsing out a yucky dog bowl. Just like he had strong enough conviction in Strahd being righteous authority that it didn't really hurt him. But after the second time you guys showed up, he's just like, wait a minute, Strahd's just like, we're just beating up Aisha?
no,
Hold
I
on."
just he was beating him up. It's just, but I'm
but-
still laughing at the fact that it took him opening a hellmouth to question his convictions. Like, he's holding it. It just. You ever have one of those? You remember the? Did you ever see what is it? The Futurama, where Bender gets taken over by the scammers, and he's casually sawing off the professor's arm when he starts assessing things.
Oh,
Oh my God.
I chalk this up
He was
to
magically
authority.
He was fucked with in one kind or another. Something was with it. Something was up with him.
Yeah, I mean, I get where there's some inconsistencies there, but I chalk that up to the fact that it is really difficult when you see someone as a valid authority and they start doing something in the heat of the
Yep.
moment, you're going to do it too. Like, you remember Wayfarer's Rest?
Yeah. That wasn't
And
even an
how-
authority. That was, well, the party's fighting. We should help, right?
And then everybody stops. And we're like, wait a minute, guys. This was
Womp womp.
this was not good.
That the
I'm sorry
ladle
that you guys
incident?
were unable to save Avril. I tried to set up a scenario where there was a chance, and you guys got him pretty far. But
Stupid Arcana.
No, my stance on Avril was Avril died the moment he died. We had a chance here, but nah.
You weren't there.
People die when they were killed.
Yeah, like
if I'm glad you guys didn't, in some factions, not all of them. It's an unhappy ending, but I'm also kind of glad that you guys didn't, because then I would have had another piece of.
I'm just happy that I got to keep my promise.
Part of me was
Rogue will not benefit from him.
part of me was expecting the moment he joined our side, Strahd would just throw him in the hole anyways.
that would be kind of a cool moment. That would be a real cool moment, actually.
It's like in the beginning of
It's just-
Sekiro. If you beat the guy, you still get your arm cut off anyway. Anyway, this is an interesting title. Man drop kicks Arnold Schwarzenegger, screams, "Help me, I need a Lamborghini," as security drags him away.
And he's like, I didn't realize I
that?
got kicked. He's like, I didn't realize I got kicked. I thought I just got pushed by somebody in the crowd at first. Because this fucking 71-year-old man is stronger than this kid trying to drop kick him.
Hmm.
He is Arnold Schwarzenegger.
He's a cool guy. I don't know that I agree.
Sorry.
I said I don't know if I agree with some of his stances on some things, like as the governor. I think he was not a good governor, but like he is a very compassionate, cool guy. He's a nice man.
Also, here's another here's a sports thing that has a funny title. Lamar Odom says he used a giant rubber black cock to pass his drug test for the 2004 Olympics.
Uh-huh.
I'm
Well,
afraid
then.
to click that.
Do
Be a coward. You've seen worse.
Do it, Jake.
I mean,
The problem was that he'd been smoking weed every day that summer.
is weed's a performance-enhancing drug? I mean, I guess kind of.
Hold on. Why are you being so slow, browser?
Because fuck you, in particular.
Ah, I found a Reddit post about it.
Oh, good. So you can read it. He used it as a prosthetic penis.
Nah.
What, he just, like, put a pee bag through it or something? Did they, like, watch him pee? I don't know how the Olympics drug testing works. Maybe they have to watch you pee.
Yep, he
I wouldn't be
used his
surprised.
trainer's
he-
pee.
Yeah, I got his trainer to irradiate into a reservoir inside the fake penis.
I mean,
Then the former NBA champion unzipped his pants, pulled out the fake penis, and emptied the urine into the testing container.
Excellent.
Good.
is it the case where do they ban marijuana because it's an illegal substance, or do they ban it because it's performance enhancing?
Yes.
I can't imagine a world where marijuana enhances your performance for any kind of sport.
You could argue the whole reason CBD oil has kind of blown up is because there are some medicinal benefits to it, like calming effects. So I could see somebody arguing that marijuana
Arguing that
would help
it's
focus.
fighting the natural jitters of the pressure.
Right. Yeah, something like that. But if the only argument is because it's illegal, then I don't care. It shouldn't be illegal to begin with. It's nonsense that it's illegal right now.
And sports are already in like a weird spot. Like that one lady who was like, she has too much natural testosterone, so they were like trying to either ban her or force her to take things that limited her own natural testosterone. Like, this is the
Yeah.
stupidest thing I've ever
It
heard.
was so fucking dumb. Because especially, like, they're like, this is the dumbest fucking line to draw. Like, it's one of those where it's like, well, you gotta make it fair. And it's like, Michael Phelps has freakishly long arms, number one, and his body produces way less than the normal amount of lactic acid. You're gonna do him, like, lactic acid injections to make sure he's properly sore after each workout?
Yes.
Well, I get where you draw a line on. It's tough because I get where you draw a line on trans women, right? Like I
She's
get
not
the
even
logic
transgender,
behind that.
she's just-
I know,